What's up, Airsofters? We are back. You are watching Port City Airsoft right now in your face, and we're doing an unboxing and review. We've got the Cyma Cm.028 semi and full automatic assault rifle. This is an AK replica airsoft blaster that we've got from a friend of ours who just got into, he's played with us before, but he's kind of buying his own stuff. And yeah, so we're gonna unbox and review this little bad boy. Let's get into it, right? So this is the box. That's the box. It's beautiful, right? Look at it. Behold the box. Let's see what's inside. Exactly what you'd expect. You've got your blaster, you've got a magazine, probably high cap, and it looks like a sling. Nice little sling. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it. The magazine, if I'm not mistaken, let me look at my notes. It is a 400 round high cap. It is steel, aluminum of some kind. At least I think so. No, it is polymer. Is it polymer? It doesn't specify. And then we'll look at the sling. Sling here, it's 2-point. The clips are not super heavy, not super hefty. They're metal, so it should be fine, at least for your first few games. Would probably look at upgrading this if you were gonna run a sling or something. The material itself, it's like that kind of nylon weave. It's sturdy. Again, probably last you a few games. Yeah, sling comes with it. I haven't found too many blasters that come with a sling, so that's actually kind of cool. But then let's get into, last thing is your front sight post adjustment tool. It's very important because you won't be able to adjust that front sight without it. And then we'll get into it. Oh, there it is. It looks nice. Yeah, let's just go right down, tip the butt. So we'll start here at the front. Your orange safety cap comes off, and it is a 14. Let me look at my notes. Is a 14 millimeter negative thread on there. So you can put a suppressor on it. Any suppressor that works for almost any M4 style AEG would work on this. Your front sight here with that adjustable post seems to be polymer, perhaps. Oh, it might be metal. I think that's, am I bending it? Yeah, that's metal. As well as the outer barrel, and it looks like the gas piston as well, and this cleaning rod, which is borderline useless in Airsoft. So yeah, and then your sling point here, you got your front sling point. It is a little bit loose, but it's wrapped fully around the barrel, it looks like. So it shouldn't come off. It'll just be a little bit loose. So if that bothers you, then I don't know, maybe some Loctite or something. And then yeah, rest of the outer barrel is metal. And then getting into the handguard here, the handguard, it is a faux wood polymer construction. So this, it looks like real wood, and it feels similar to real wood. You can definitely kind of tell it's not, but it looks really good. It's very sturdy. I can't really bend it or warp it or anything. So very well done. Rear sight on the AK, it's your standard AK sight, you know, goes up to 800 yards, it looks like. I don't think you're going to be shooting that with Airsoft, but good luck. Maybe just point it real high up, something like that, maybe. And then, yeah, it is also metal. The piece that it is connected to is polymer, but the sight itself is metal. There is no dovetail on this. There's no dovetail mount for optics. I'm sure you guys already saw that. So I think the thing to do would either to be find an adapter for the AK rear sight, or just replace this dust cover with a Picatinny dust cover. Those people talk about, optics holding 0. I don't know how much it matters in airsoft. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. This dust cover is metal, but the rest of the lower receiver is polymer. And again, it is a pretty durable, dense polymer. I can't bend it or anything, really. On the other side of the blaster here, you've got your dust cover, or your charging handle with the hop-up window cover. And yeah, and inside, adjustable AK-style hop-up, pretty standard there. Nothing to really write home about. The action on that is very smooth. A little bit of rattle in that, but I haven't really encountered a dust cover that doesn't have rattle in it. So, yeah, it's pretty good build there. You got your fire selector. You're in safe up top, semi there, and then safe, full auto, then semi. Forget it's Russian, and it's even got the Russian markings. It's got Russian lettering stamped into it for the different fire selections. The selector itself feels very good. It's easy to operate without being so easy that you feel like it's going to slide around on you. We've had a couple of AKs that we've reviewed recently that do. So that's a really good piece. Then you've got your mag release, standard AK mag release. We can go ahead and just see how well this does. Come on, give me. Sorry. Just get the styrofoam off there. Anyway, all right, so we'll just kind of seat this. Kind of nice. It feels good. Good action to it. Yeah. Very nice. And then the mag release works as you would expect it to. Doesn't really hang up or anything. The trigger guard, just standard trigger, nothing really fancy there. Feels like an Airsoft AEG trigger. So the hand grip is wood as well as the stock. Or not wood, it's that faux wood polymer. The battery does go into the stock. It's got Phillips head on there. Yeah, just making sure. So Phillips head on the stock for your battery compartment there. It is wired to small Tamiya. And then, on the other side here, last little piece, you've got your last sling mount. And that's pretty standard. Mine on my Cyma AK-74 does swivel 360, or it spins, I guess. This just kind of does that, which is fine. I mean, I don't think it really matters that much. I think the shape of this lends it to be pretty, flexible. But yeah, that's pretty much everything on the blaster itself. We'll go over kind of some of the specifications that didn't touch on. So I mentioned the 400 round high cap magazine. The FPS on this, it's saying is, I'm doing it wrong. It's saying it's somewhere around 350 to 400 feet per second. I imagine that's with 0.2s. We will find out later in the chrono section of this. The overall length of this is 485 millimeters, or that is 33.26 inches for all you patriots. The weight of this thing is, it's not super heavy. It's just heavy enough, right? So it's 2750 grams, so 2,750 grams, or 6.05, 6.06-ish, somewhere around 6 pounds. And then the inner barrel is coming in at 455 millimeters. That's a full almost 18-inch long inner barrel, which is pretty good. I mean, that's about as long as you really want. And then, I talked about the fire modes. And then it's recommended for a 9.6 butterfly. It is, again, wired to the stock Tamiya. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. It's not the fanciest blaster. This is definitely a good starter budget AK. But it feels like it's pretty sturdy. Can't really see too much wrong with it, other than just the fact that it's, you know, a little bit wobbly. You know, you got some bits that are kind of shaky, but, you know, it's to be expected with, you know, lower end airsoft blasters. So yeah, what's next? The Chrono, I think, right? Yeah, so we'll see you at the Chrono.
What's up, guys? We are here with the Cyma, I believe it's the Cm.028. Sorry for the rattling, we got the high cap in there. We're gonna put some BBs through this and see how it performs as far as FPS and joule consistency. See if it does hit around the same range. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna power up my Chrono here, and we'll go ahead and put some shots through this. So shot number 1, 234.2 FPS at 0.51 joules. Shot number 2 comes in at 235.7 FPS at 0.52 joules. Shot number 3 at 237.4 FPS, still at 0.52 joules. Shot number 4 at 234.6 FPS at 0.51 joules. And shot number 5 at 231.8 FPS at 0.5 joules. So, go ahead and switch that to safe. It seems to be fairly consistent, especially for the cheaper side of AEGs. Really low power on the joules. Of course, we're firing 0.2s as always. I'm going to set this down so it doesn't keep rattling. Firing 0.2s as always, but fairly consistent shots. Honestly, not necessarily overly impressed or disappointed. It seems pretty standard. It's an AK, you know, if you're looking to get into airsoft and you really want an AK platform that's going to shoot fairly decent for a pretty low price, I definitely recommend this one. As far as upgrading, I'm sure you can do some stuff like new barrel and bucking and hop up and whatnot. I would recommend getting this and using it for a while until it either doesn't work or until you save up enough money to get a new blaster. I wouldn't put a ton of upgrades into this one necessarily because, you know, you're going to be putting really nice components into faux wood and polymer, and it would just be better for you to kind of save up and maybe get one of Cyma's higher end models with the full steel and higher end polymer replicas. But yeah, I mean, this thing will probably last you forever. Cymas are really durable. It's a great option if you're trying to get started. Use it for a while. Once you're ready to upgrade, get yourself a nicer, newer AK or M4, and then save this one to invite your friends out to the field to play with you and help grow the sport of airsoft. That's pretty much everything we have on this side of the Chrono range. I'm going to go ahead and send it back over to Corbin so that he can close us out with a field review and the outro.
Yeah, so just a few points. I played a round of on just Saturday with this, and to be honest, it is pretty good. Accurate, very accurate for the price range. Didn't really have any issues with feeding. I mean, yeah, it's not super snappy. Like you're not gonna get like dual sector gear speeds out of this thing, you know. But I mean, as far as a starter AK that's, you know, not super expensive, it's very well built, very sturdy. it's accurate. And I mean, yeah, it's an AK, so there's plenty of upgrades for this. I think an optic is definitely something that is needed on here. I can just imagine, well, and to be honest, I did when I had my lower on, you can't really line up. You got to get real close in to line up those sights there. So an optic is definitely needed on this. We have a video on optics and everything, and there are some where it's like you could kind of get away with it if you didn't want one. Something like a vector where the sights sit really high up, or like an M4 or something like that. But something like this where the sights are very low to the line of the blaster, I think it's good to have an optic on there. The sling was another thing. It's not very good. It'll hold for a few games, but it's probably something that if you wanted to run a sling, you could find something that's better for $15 on Amazon. That's going to last you a little bit longer. It's going to be a little bit more comfortable. And yeah, I mean, other than that, and just some of the parts that rattle, which, I've got plenty of airsoft blasters that rattle. I don't know if there's, other than just Loctiting everything down, or spending crazy amounts of money on blasters, I think you're going to get a little bit of that with everything. So just kind of, manage your expectations. I think as a whole, very good purchase, very good. It's very quality product. So yeah, I would definitely recommend. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been another unboxing. If you like this, make sure to hit us with a like and a subscribe. If you want to really help us out with that, with our YouTube stuff, make sure to share this with a friend, comment down below. You can also ring the notification bell just so that you're notified of when we upload, just to help you get our content pushed into your life. We are all over Instagram as well. It's at port_city_airsoft. We post regularly there. So if you want to kind of get some updates on what we're doing, as well as if you have any questions or anything, you can DM us there. And we're always checking that. We'll answer any questions you have. We are on Reddit as well. You can find our Reddit page. We are active on r/airsoft, answering questions and just being a part of that community. So if you find us there, say hey, say what's up, send us a meme. And then, down below in the description, we've got our merch store linked. Check that out. We've got some really cool designs there. And we have some more that are on the way to be announced. So yeah, check all that out. I really appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I hope you have a great day and go play airsoft.